let's talk a little bit about split stays. What is a split stay? Why would you do a split stay, and how do you make it happen? First of all, let's talk a little bit about what exactly a split stay is. So, a split stay, you've probably heard people use that term before, is a Disney vacation when you're staying at one Walt Disney World Resort hotel and switching to another. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're switching from a Disney hotel to a Disney hotel, but generally speaking, when people refer to a split stay, that's what they're talking about. Now, split stays are a popular option for a number of reasons, especially here at Walt Disney World, because there are so many different Walt Disney World Resort hotels here at the resort for you to enjoy. Sometimes people want to experience more than one, and a split stay is a great way to do that. So when planning your vacation, rather than choosing one hotel and sticking with that for the duration of your stay, you might choose one hotel to start your stay off and then change to another hotel midway, or if you want to experience maybe a deluxe resort, it's not really in your budget to stay there for a long time, then you change to a deluxe for a couple of days. It's really a good way to just give you a little bit more flexibility with your stay, with your budget, and give you an opportunity to experience a little bit more during your Disney vacation. But sometimes split stays are also a bit of a necessity, because the resort you want to stay at isn't going to be available for the duration of your stay. So you start there or you finish there and then change to somewhere else so that you can have the length of stay that you want, just not all at the place you want. Now, as you guys know, my family's here right now, and so they're actually doing a split stay. They started off at Beach Club and then they're changing over to Saratoga Springs, which I'm really excited about. Now, we've done split stays many times, and you don't just have to change hotels once. You can change as many times as your heart desires. In fact, I've done split stays where I stay at multiple different resorts. I think I stayed at 6 different resorts in 2 weeks. It was a lot. So it's doable. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but it's doable. But at the end of the day, just like everything else, doing a split stay is about making your vacation work for you, which sometimes means changing to a different resort, or 2 or 3. So naturally, the question becomes, how do you book a split stay? How do you make this happen for you and your family? Super simple. It's really not that big of a deal. All you have to do is book multiple resorts during your Walt Disney World vacation. And the most important thing to do is make sure you're paying attention to those details, because your check-out day of your first resort is going to be your check-in day of your second. So make sure that they overlap so that you have a place to go after you check out of your first Walt Disney World Resort hotel. And you can do this any way that you decide to book. If you're booking online, you can make this happen. If you're booking over the phone, you can make this happen. You can even make this happen if you're booking with a travel agent. No matter how you go about booking your Disney vacation, you can make it happen by simply just booking 2 or more resorts, making sure that that last day, your checkout day of your previous resort, is the first day of your next. It's so simple. But now it's time to answer that question that I know you've got in the back of your mind. How do you make this work? When it's time to change from your first resort to your next resort, how do you do that? Well, there are a few different options that are available to you, but all of them are pretty straightforward. Your first option, which is specifically going to be for those of you who drive yourself, is just to pack up your car with all your things and bring it to the next resort. But if you're someone who isn't driving yourself on your Disney vacation, you're gonna need a little bit of extra help. And that's where Bell Services comes in handy. Bell Services here at Walt Disney World Resort hotels will transfer your bags from resort to resort. In fact, they do it all the time. They have an entire process that they go through in order to make this as seamless as possible for you and your family. You're simply gonna pack up your bags, call down, and let them know that you're ready to have your bags picked up and transferred. When they get to your room, they're gonna write out a tag. Half of it's gonna go on your luggage, half is gonna go to you, and then they'll move your bags to the next resort. Generally speaking, bags tend to be available between 2 and 6 p.m., but I would usually count on them being available a little bit later, so make sure that you're packing bags to bring with you for the day that have things like swimsuits and other necessities that you want to make sure are on hand for that day. And then once you get to your next resort, you get in your room, call Bell Services, ask if your bags are available, and they will send someone up with those bags for you. It's straightforward, it's really easy. The only difference now compared to what it's been like in years past is that you have to be present in your room in order for them to pick up and drop off your bags. So just keep that in mind. A little bit of time for that, but it's really as simple as that. But that's it. That's how split stays work here at Walt Disney World. It's important to keep in mind that, like I said, split stays don't necessarily mean moving from Walt Disney World Resort Hotel to Walt Disney World Resort Hotel. Sometimes it can mean moving to an off-property hotel. If you're going that route, it's important to know that Bell Services is not going to be able to move your luggage, and Bell Services will only move your luggage from Walt Disney World Resort Hotel to Walt Disney World Resort Hotel, not other resort hotels that are on Walt Disney World property that aren't owned and operated by Disney. So for example, if you're transferring to one of the hotels that we usually refer to as a gray area hotel, they're technically on property but not owned and operated by Disney. Disney's not necessarily going to be willing or capable of moving your bags. So it's important to make sure that you keep that in mind. And if you are transferring to another one of these hotels, have some sort of plan in place. I recommend taking a Lyft or Uber. That's another great option if you don't have a car of your own. You can't bring your luggage on Disney transportation, certainly not on the buses and whatnot, which would be difficult anyway. I know that there are some people who may have done this. Some people say that you can do this. It isn't something that you're supposed to do, and if you go that route, you should expect to be stopped. Just something to keep in mind if that's a route that you're thinking you can go. Other than that though, taking a ride share is going to be much easier. Having Disney transfer your luggage is going to be so much easier. So it's a better option, at least in my opinion. But of course I want to hear what you have to say. If you've ever done a split stay, tell us all about it in the comments down below. If it's something that you are considering, tell us all about it. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you liked this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of our other videos. We're looking forward to having you here in the next one. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.